Elias, the forgotten seeker. There are names the world remembers, and there are names time deliberately forgets. This is the story of Elias, not a king, not a warrior, not even a scholar in the way you understand, but a seeker, a man whose footsteps vanished from the pages of history, yet whose whispers still echo in the folds of forgotten texts beneath cryptic symbols and in the dreams of those attuned to the hidden layers of reality. Elias was born in the year 1296 in a remote village near the Black Forest of what is now southwestern Germany. The land was draped in mist, soaked in folklore. Tales of spirits, forest shadows, and celestial visitors were passed down through generations. But Elias was different. He didn't fear the shadows. He listened to them. By the age of 10, he began drawing symbols he had never seen before. Spirals, stars, eyes within triangles. He claimed they came to him in dreams, symbols of light, spoken in the language of silence. His family feared him. The local priest called him cursed. But an old healer, known only as Maela, took him in. Maela was not just a herbalist. She was one of the last bearers of a forgotten tradition, an oral lineage tracing back to the mystics of Alexandria. From her, Elias learned to read the stars, to observe patterns in nature, and to feel what others could not name. She told him of the emerald tablets, of Thoth, the Atlantean priest-king, of the hermetic truth, as above, so below. Elias devoured it all, but what truly changed everything was the arrival of the Codex Nocturnum, a leather-bound tome delivered anonymously to Maela's hut one cold autumn morning. It contained no title, no known language, just symbols, shifting, glowing slightly under candlelight. Elias claimed he could read it, not with his eyes, but with his spirit. Night after night, he entered trances while holding the codex. He spoke in languages no one recognized. He scribbled diagrams of stars that had not yet been discovered. And then he disappeared. For 47 days, Elias was gone. No note, no trace, just silence. When he returned, his hair had whitened. His voice was deeper, and his eyes vacant, yet burning. He spoke rarely now, but what he said chilled the soul. There are watchers in the void. They keep the gates. We were not meant to see them, yet we must. By the age of 33, Elias had become a ghost in the physical world, living alone, drawing symbols, mapping constellations no one understood. Then came the fire. Maela's hut burned to the ground. Nothing survived, except a single page from the Codex, charred and smoldering, bearing the symbol of the black sun. No body was ever found. Elias was never seen again. What happened during those 47 days? Some say Elias walked beyond the veil. that he entered a dimension where time folds inward and truth flows like water. Others claim he was taken in by a secret society in Venice, one that guards a library not found on any map. A few believe he died, and what returned was not Elias at all. Maela had written once in her notes, "He returned without breath, yet his eyes held thunder." But even now, the Codex remains. It has surfaced in private collections, briefly, only to vanish again. And somewhere, in hidden forums, in encrypted archives, in whispered chats between those who know, Elias is spoken of not as legend, but as a signal, a message left for the ones who still remember how to listen. In 1642, a traveler in Prague discovered a mirror framed in obsidian, bearing Elias's star map on its back. In 1791, a Freemason lodge in France documented visions during a ritual. Visions that matched Elias's drawings exactly. And in 1937, an American archaeologist named Ruth Delsing uncovered fragments of the Codex Nocturnum